Welcome to the Whovian Wire podcast, where every episode of Doctor Who gets dissected, debated, and passionately unravelled by two lifelong fans who know the Time Lords from their Daleks. This is Josh, and I'm Alan, and in today's episode we are diving headfirst into the Age of Steel. I am pleasantly more surprised with this episode.
It's a good two-parter.
It's
how we discussed at the end of it. It's like the first part is probably like the worst of the two.
Yeah. I mean, apart from, I would say, like, obviously that the Empty Child two-part, I think both episodes are solid, so.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm pleasantly surprised with how much I actually liked this episode watching it. Obviously, we'll get more into it at the end, but I'm pleasantly surprised. So,
I was expecting to come out of the episode like, this is shit. Because that's how it's been for most episodes. Like, you know, with like Father's Day, I thought it was like just, bad before I rewatched it.
Yeah.
And then rewatched it. It's like one of our top tier episodes.
Oh, it's why I like doing the podcast. I feel like I'm going through Doctor Who and actually, like, for example, Age of Steel. Better than I remembered. So, yeah. So, anyway, shall we just begin?
Yeah, let's begin.
So, we start off the episode with like a bit of a recap of going on in Rise of the Cybermen. So, the last thing we see is the Doctor and the gang almost getting deleted. Vortex intro, and then the Doctor just pulls out from his pocket the crystal, what he was powering the TARDIS with, and shoots all the Cybermen with like the energy of what's been building up. Which you would think, oh fuck. Luckily, it's on a recharging cycle, so you can do that, but...
Yeah. It's like regeneration. You can just regenerate a whole hand if you want to in the first 15 hours of his regeneration.
But can he not do that at any point? That's one thing I never understand with regeneration. Because, like, he healed River Song's hand when she broke it with his own regeneration energy.
He can't. I think that's different because he's repairing something that's already there. It just needs repairing. He's fixing it. Whereas getting an entire hand, it's you're redoing the whole hand.
Oh, okay, I guess.
It's basically called coping.
Yeah. Anyways, so they decide to, like, obviously run. When a van pulls up with Angela, the woman in the episode, who she goes by Mrs. Moore, but yeah, we found out later on that that's actually just like a private name. But yeah, so Angela pulls up with a van, so everyone hops in, but then Pete tries to run back into the mansion, and the Doctor stops him like, it's too late, you need to go. The best thing you can do now is go. So he does convince them and hop into a van, and we do cut to like seeing Jackie hiding in the basement still. And then...
I'm not gonna lie, I thought she was like not already dead, but I forgot that she actually was there. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
It's bad. I know, it's bad.
Nah, yeah, it's not Jackie, so it's fine. You're allowed to not remember. Yeah. So then we go back to Vicky asking like, what the Doctor used to kill Cybermen, which, you know, it is the crystal. So, yeah, I already went over that, so we don't really need to go much more into that scene. And then, obviously, Pete, they all think is working with John Lumick as, like, you know, he is a bad guy, where it actually turns out that the information they've been getting from the inside is from Pete, and he is actually, like, the mole, would you say? The mole? Yeah.
Inside the man.
Yeah, so we find out that Pete's a good guy. Yeah, so he's actually a good guy, which, you know, Buzz is already like, I already knew this, you know. My father...
I mean, you said this like after the episode. I think like, it was like during our game session. You were like, and I should have mentioned this. It's like Rose needs to really get over her dad.
Right, okay, right, yeah. Let me state my points. Rose was 6 months old when her dad died. At 6 months old, yeah. At 6 months old, you do not have any memories. Well, you shouldn't do. Maybe if you're fucking superhuman fucking memory, but...
Maybe if I was a doctor, you know.
No, but like, you don't actually have any. Let's be realistic. You probably don't remember your life until 3 onwards, maybe.
I think average is like 4, but
yeah, 4 years old, you at least you start to get pictures.
Your conscious systems are like,
well, I'm sorry, a 6-month-old does not know anything. Let's just be realistic. No. Anything. So when she has put the Doctor in risk on Father's Day, where they literally fucked up the timeline to go save someone she actually never really knew, that's already a problem. Let's be realistic. She talks about him as if like she grew up with him. She didn't.
Well, the only issue with that is the fact that her mum, Jackie, literally kept on going on about her.
Like, I get that. It's just I just don't.
We don't know what, and we don't know the complete story of how often
we don't.
She went on.
Obviously,
but obviously, it's been the first time they spoke about Pete was when she was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 maybe.
It's just I just feel like she's too attached to someone she actually never knew. I think, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Fair enough if like he died when she was like 6 or 7 years old. That's understandable.
Yeah.
6 months? Just a bit, but we'll move on because I'm sure I'll get some hate.
There's a few things I want to bring up to do with Rose during this episode. I say a few things. There's one thing that comes to mind.
I think I know which bit you're on about. Yeah, so anyways, we then see like, we go to like John Lumic in his office and he activates all the Lumic pods to start to control everyone and send them to the factory. He's like, this is, the plan is now in action. This is prime time. Boom. And then when they all get onto like a street and like decide to like split up, and I don't know why we split up again. I can't remember what exactly the reason for splitting up was, because most of them stayed together except Mickey and Ricky.
Mickey and Ricky went off to distract them because they're trying to like separate all the Cybermen so that most people couldn't escape.
Right, okay.
Like Jake also does the same.
Right, okay, I must have just like...
and then this is in the part.
This is the fucking scene!
Right.
I just can't...
How does... It's, to be fair, it's both Mickey and Rose. Why did they kiss?
Yeah, on the lips as well. Like, not even like a peck on the cheek, like a see you later. It was a I love you. It
doesn't make sense.
And it's like,
you can't... in the last season, they like...
Yeah, so you can't do this to the viewers, where one episode Rose is annoyed with him because he's actually coming with her in the TARDIS. One episode where she's in love with a doctor. Mickey seems to have moved on and just sees her more as a friend. And now you're kissing her on the lips.
It just doesn't... It doesn't add up.
That is some crazy situationship. I just can't... I don't know who's more to blame, because in theory, I guess Mickey was the one who actually did it this time.
Yeah, she
didn't
initiate, but at the same time, why did she receive it? And I guess you can't really complain if you're getting hunted down, but like...
No, but it's just like...
It's not even... It's brought up at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But then still, that's after the kiss. If you've got these feelings during the episode, you won't...
No. If you already know that you're not in her life like that, why kiss? Hug?
Yeah.
Peck on the cheek? Fair enough.
Who wrote this episode?
I want Russell D. Davis or Stephen Moffat was a random, well, not a random guy, just a guy, I can't remember his name, but I feel like I probably brought up in a fun fact at some point his name, but I can't remember for the life of me. Yeah, so after that annoying scene of them two kissing, they all do split up, and yeah, Mickey and Ricky go with each other and stuff. You found a name, haven't you?
Tom McRae, which he doesn't ring a bell. So.
I can't think of any other episodes he's done, at least from memory. So no.
He known for The Girl Who Waited as well.
Oh, the robot one with Amy Pond.
I believe so.
Oh, I mean, that's a good episode, so fair enough.
And then a few other stuff in other shows, I think, because it's called Threesome. I don't think there's any Doctor Who episode by Threesome.
The power of 3. Alright, fair enough.
We know who wrote that one. There's another little thing in this episode.
Yeah, go on.
I believe there is someone actually in the episode who gets controlled. Obviously, it's pretty much background character, but he looks just like Chris Chibnall.
I've not noticed that.
I'll go through it and I'll show you after it. But
yeah, well, I'll put it on the podcast screen if you actually can find it.
Yeah. Let's continue. Nice mug, by the way.
Why, thank you. It's got my initials on. You've sponsored brand PlayStation. No. Anyway,
I said this yesterday during one of my own streams. It's like I've got so many PlayStation things.
Right. Anyways, so yeah, we then cut to see like people leaving the truck, including Jackie, as they're going into the upgrade center. So it's starting to spice up a bit. Are they going to get to Jackie in time? We do not know. And then we do then see Mickey and Vicky start to get like surrounded. So they decide to split up and then kind of like reunite on different sides of a fence. But Vicky is on the wrong side of a fence because that's where the Cybermen are. So he starts to climb the fence. And before he can get over, he does get grabbed and deleted, killed. Which I always thought, do you know what would be a cool idea? What if we didn't know if it was Vicky or Mickey who died? I always thought that would be a cool idea. Like,
yeah, no, that would be quite cool because then,
he could Vicky could pretend to be Mickey because who knows, maybe he wants to bag Rose or I don't know.
It's a sinking ship, that I ain't gonna lie.
It's long gone, but Mickey don't know that. He just saw that Mickey kissed her. And Mickey, I don't know why Mickey would do it, but maybe he wants to see his grandma and might want to be a badass.
The thing is, literally just after this, why do that if you know that Jake's going to be pissed off at you then?
Well, not if he pretends to be Vicky. But then again, I guess it would be quite hard to pretend to be someone.
Wait, how about Mickey being Ricky or Ricky being Mickey?
Mickey being Ricky.
I swear you went back on yourself then.
I probably did. I'm sorry that both names are literally like fucking 2 letters of difference. But yeah, anyways, we do know it's Vicky who dies. But I always thought it could be a cool thing if it didn't happen.
Cool, what if? Yeah.
Yeah.
It could actually go out really different because we don't know how tech savvy Ricky was compared to Mickey.
Yeah,
especially during that at the end. So,
and then we cut back to John and one of his henchmen who does the lion sleeps tonight bit.
I still find it funny how yesterday I didn't actually realise his name was John Lumick. So every time I was laughing, oh yeah, it's actually his name.
Just your realisation though, it's like, oh, and it's like, no shit. People I call John, I know it scares you.
To be fair, I was trying to fool someone before about my name, and I did call myself John in case someone did say Josh, so I could just play off as like, oh, just John. You just miss hearing things. It's John.
It's John.
I did that at work at one point too as well.
How long did that last until we picked up on it?
Oh no, this was a customer.
Oh, fair enough.
They never found out my real name, and thank God.
There's just a review out there saying this John guy spat in my food and I hated him. We never knew who John was.
I think that's the wrong Nando's here.
There's no John who works here. Where is? Anyway,
I'm just gonna get pulled. I'm just gonna get pulled in 6 months' times. Like, did you spit in my food?
Did you? Yeah, you're just walking in the middle of town.
It's just name John. I was like, no.
Yeah, you just
it's
walk
Jamie.
In,
It's Jamie now.
You just walk in the middle of town and the person who you spat in their food just grabs you like, "Are you John?" And it's like, "No, I'm Jamie." "No, wait, no, Josh. No, wait." Just like you start to panic and fucking think what name you gave him. Well, how the fuck did we get on the topic of name changing?
Full disclosure, by the way, I didn't actually spit in anyone's food.
Obviously.
No matter how rude they are.
I just...
Maybe I spat in yours, Alan.
Whoa. Fucking hell. Just make a bad burger if someone's rude to you. That's what you gotta do. I don't know. Punch it. Add a bit less salt.
Punch it. Just like douche on the plate.
I thought you wanted a smash burger. Anyways, right, we'll get back to the episode. So we see John and the henchman like talking to each other. Now we do. I did forgot to mention because it's a very quick scene, but we see that the earpods who is in the henchman start to go off, and he's like, "Oh hell no!" and grabs them out in time. I don't know how he knows. Like, obviously, if everyone else gets taken control immediately, how does he stop it? Like,
I think his was slightly different. I think he tells the truth to Lumic when he says that they did malfunction because his did that weird like bzzz, like static sound.
Yeah, but it sounded more like almost like maybe was Lumic trying to kill him?
Why kill someone if they've got the AirPods in? If they're under control, then
I don't know. Maybe Lumic just feels like he knows too much, or might. I don't know. They were gonna kill the Doctor as a traitor.
They were gonna kill what? They would said they incinerate any of the people who aren't compatible, are they? So, I don't know.
But anyways, yeah. So he starts to talk to Lumic and be like, "I want to be upgraded. I agree with you, my good sir. I have worked for you for many years, and you know."
Did you skip a part?
No.
No.
At least not from memory.
I remember you saying like, "Oh yeah, the guy that thingied that his start malfunctioning," but I can't remember if there was a big jump from there to him.
But yeah, that's what I said. I did say that I did briefly skip over it, but it's like a 2-second scene in between like another scene I just talked about, so I'll just mention it now.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, so hence why he goes and speaks to John Lumic and be like, "My ears malfunctioned. I want to be upgraded.
My Lumic pods broke.
I want a refund, bitch." Anyways, but then it turns out he's actually tricking him, and he runs up to and then starts like pulling out all like the machinery from the guy's wheelchair, and like pretty much starts to make the guy struggle to breathe more than he already is, and pretty much tries to kill him when one of the Cybermen grabs him, throws him to the ground, and like deletes him or kills him. So we realise that the henchman kind of knew what he was doing was wrong, which I think that's only because he realised that Lumic turned on him.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't really much of him like getting a change of heart. He just didn't like the fact that he was being betrayed after all the time of like helping him gather up all those people.
Fair enough, I would say.
Yeah, it's pretty fair. I mean, it's still dick.
Yeah, I mean, but I would be a bit hurt if I was helping like an evil mastermind and they just turn on me. Then again, you're helping an evil mastermind, so what do you expect? Anyways, so John then starts to die, and the Cybermen are like, "We can stop your pain," and they say, I'm not ready, not yet." So, but then he kind of gets forced into getting an upgrade by the Cybermen. I mean,
it's pretty cool what he says. It's like, "I will do it till my last breath, then breathe no more."
It's like, like the Cybermen think they're helping, so the way we're just like, "Then breathe no more." And it's like, oh, your henchmen are turning on you by accident.
It was a cool scene. I actually really liked it.
It was a good scene. Again, this episode is more better than I remember.
Yeah.
I thought it was just going to be another average episode, but I think episode 1
You
just...
see why I liked it. You see why I liked it.
It's just episode 1 is such an average episode, but I guess it's the build-up. It's the build-up. Which I also do have to say, do you think this like costs the most out of the series in terms of budget? Because like there's some heavy CGI scenes in this episode.
I feel like... What's...
I mean, I guess Doomsday might. I guess Doomsday might be the most.
Yeah.
Even though it's mainly, I don't know, because there's like some cool shots, like the end of this episode. You know, when a certain death happens, it's like, oh, that looks quite cool.
The thing is, like, ever since I remember watching someone online, and they said those kind of deaths, it's like so goofy, because it's actually it's overplayed. So sometimes,
I wouldn't say a certain death in this episode was goofy. I think it was coolish. Or maybe that's just my nostalgic brain being like, oh yeah, this is the shit. I guess you won't be able to really find it, will you? I don't know what way you would look.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I think an episode of Doctor Who costs about 1 to 2 million. It's not a big budget show. What's got you flabbergasted? It's came up with like the people also asking. It's like, what TV show costs 20 million per episode? It's like Severance, I think.
What?
Severance.
Oh, and it said House of Dragon. I'm like,
oh yeah, Doctor Who's shoestring compared to all these shows. Like, but can you imagine if Doctor Who went to Apple? Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, it says like it's between 1 to 3 million per episode. Yeah. But I do want to know what, like.
I bet you 3 millions. I get your Christmas specials and maybe a final. I don't think we'll be putting that in an average episode.
I'd say probably like half of that is 1.5 mil then for.
Yeah, because I think this series, not both sides, Billy Piper and David Tennant were getting paid 30 grand an episode. Which is, it's all right, but you know.
Yeah, but it's not bad.
It's not bad. For us, I'll take
that much of a budget.
I would take 1 episode a year with that. I'm fine with 30 grand, but you know, I'm just saying, I don't know. Compared to like an American TV show, that is very bad.
I mean, one thing I really want is the authentic, the money they use in The Runaway Bride. That has the David Tennant. I really want one of those to just picture on the wall next to that.
I think you probably can buy them somewhere, can't you? Surely.
Yeah, but don't they go for a lot of money since they are authentic?
I guess they are.
I guess I could print it off my own and put it in, and it's like, oh.
But it might feel not authentic. Yeah, I don't know.
I just come out one Thursday and just like, here, and I just give it to Ed.
A realm for the boys. I can't accept this. Why not? It's just David Tennant. Why not? This is definitely not printed. You don't even bother to create it out properly, but still white bits. Fuck.
Right.
I want to know when there's a jump though in terms of not budget but pay for David Tennant, because I at least know he gets paid 1 million for one season. I'm assuming season 4, but I don't know if he gets paid that for season 3 as well because of the success of season 2. Because he does get paid 1 million at least for one season, which is 100 grand an episode. Well, almost. I know it's 13 episodes in season, so roughly 100 grand, but...
We're about to find out.
If you can.
It just says 1 mil, approximate 83k per episode during his initial 3-year run.
Yeah, I mean, well...
So 83k instead of 30k, you said?
No. Season 2, I swear, was 30k. Look up season 2. Look up season 2, man. I'm pretty sure. Because at the time, again, David Tennant wasn't the biggest of actors at the time.
At the time.
This kind of blew him up a bit. Just a bit, you know. It
just says 1 million per year and 83k per episode.
Right, I'm going to have to do some research because I'm pretty sure he wasn't getting paid that for season 2.
Reports from his time indicated his pay was roughly double double the 600,000 reportedly paid to Christopher Eccleston during his first series. That's the only thing that's different.
Fair enough. I mean, I found out recently that, do you know Matt Smith only got paid $600K for his 3 seasons? I say only, but like,
yeah, but if you compare it to everyone else, that's
low. That's low. And also, you got to remember, yeah, and when you're like going into a show with series 5 with at least 8 to 10 million views still per episode, that's rather low, I would say. I think he got lowballed there. Anyways, right, shall we actually
got paid $5 million for his return?
Who?
In 2023. What? David Tennant.
He got paid $5 million for the 60th. Nah.
For his 2023 return I don't know. It's an AA overview thing, but it's like he was reportedly paid $5 million, approximately $4 million, for his limited involvement.
$5 million. Nah. 3 episodes. You're saying he got paid $5 million for. I mean, I know you're not saying it, but nah. He wasn't paid what? He wasn't paid what? 1.7 million an episode. He just wasn't. Doctor Who's never going to be that high of a budget show for him. Never. Nah. I don't believe that.
Yeah, but then again, this was when Disney was involved, so they probably had money to spend.
But yeah, they gave him 100 million for the both series and the 60th. So there's no. They're not going to give 5 million of that 100 million just to one actor for 3 episodes.
Yeah, but it's David Tennant. That probably brought back a lot of people.
It did. Maybe it did.
It runs the fucking numbers, so yes, he probably did.
That's so fucked if that's true.
If I was Disney, I wouldn't do that, but still,
again,
I'm not Disney.
That's the highest they ever got views, though. That's the most views they got with 60th. Because today, fuck's sake, if that's actually true, that's bonkers to me. No one should be getting paid that much. No one, not even David Tennant. He don't need 5 million for 4 months' work or whatever.
Was it only 4 months?
Well, 3 episodes takes about 2 to 3 weeks to film an episode. So yeah, probably. Well, not 4 months, about 2-3 months maybe, probably.
Fair enough.
That's so fucked. That's generally fucking boggled my mind if he's got paid that much. No, well, people in TV don't know what they're doing with their money. Spend that on proper stuff. Right, anyways, we'll get back.
Spend it on Pepsi Max.
Oh, yeah, give the cast and crew a lifetime supply of Pepsi Max. What more do you want, man? Yeah, the Doctor, David Tennant should be like, no. Give everyone a lifetime supply of Pepsi Max. I'll take 1 million and leave. If Pepsi Max ever does watch these podcasts, feel free to sponsor.
It's just one guy.
Yeah, just one guy. One guy from Pepsi Max factory watching.
He's like, God damn it, he's right.
God damn it, he's right. We need to get it out there, man. Anyways, we'll get back to the episode.
Lifetime supply, like a week, maybe.
Well,
maybe a month.
What does a lifetime supply actually mean? Like, do you like when you see like a streamer get like a lifetime supply of like Red Bull? Does that actually mean a lifetime supply, or does that just mean?
I mean, there was something I saw a bit ago. It's like this guy got a lifetime supply of something, and it was a coupon kind of thing, and he could just go to this place, get it for free,
right? Just for life,
and then just for life. But then the owner that gave him it, he died, and his son took over. And his son didn't know about this coupon thing, so they stopped doing it. And so when he posted it, it's like, oh, it was a lifetime supply, just not his lifetime. It was the owner's lifetime.
That is so. That's greasy.
I found that funny, but like, yeah.
That is so greasy.
It's bad.
Right, anyways, we'll get back to the episode.
We started talking about
that. Right, anyways, so yeah, the Doctor and the gang, they do eventually pull up to the factory where they're getting upgraded, and like they start to come up with a plan, which a funny scene does convey here, where it's like Mickey asks like, how do we do that? Like, like how do we sneak into the factory? And like the Doctor says, oh, I'll think of something, and Mickey's like, you just making this up on the spot as you come along, like go along, and he's like, oh yeah, but I do it brilliantly.
He knows.
And even Mickey does like a, like, he just agrees, and that's just how the Doctor was. I don't think he's ever actually had a plan in anything going into anything. He's just got one of the best brains.
No, he just goes in. Like, he does figure out plans at some point, but like even then, even after this, he thinks of a plan.
Yeah,
for everyone to do something.
Yeah.
Apart from Mickey.
Mickey knows what to do. He comes up with his own plans.
He knew how to do something thanks to the PlayStation.
But to be fair, this probably was like a turning point for Mickey making his mind up for a later decision.
It was.
Maybe the Doctor not picking it, but actually giving him any task makes him question his place. Anyways.
That and... Well, are you going to explain or should I just get right to
it? Which bit?
Well, Mickey looks back and sees the Doctor and Rose hugging each other and proper smiley and giggly to each other.
Again, he knows though. I get this. It's why the kiss feels so out of place.
I think they were going off like some sort of past like idea. Like maybe Mickey wasn't supposed to do what he did.
Maybe, yeah. I don't. It just feels so out of pocket that something like that seems more like logical.
Rose is just a cunt. Let's just leave it at that.
When we do a companions rating this, guys, it will be just though. We'll be just. Yeah. Like, anyways, so Angela then pulls out these like fake Lumic pods, the fake ones, the Team U version, and she's like, yeah, these are like deactivated, defunct, so they won't control you if you put them in. So Buzz and Pete decide they will be the people going into the front door of the factory and pretend to be, under control. The Doctor and Angela will go into the sewers to get under the base. You're pretty much like covering all grounds. And he asks Jake to go to where the signal's, getting beamed out to take it down. And then obviously the scene where Mickey's like, what about me? And it's like, But then he does decide to go with Jake, even though Jake's hesitant because his friend's just died and you've got your friend's face.
I understand Jake. I understand him.
It would be.
I want to see. So what I do want to know is there was a little like thing, like a theory that Ricky and Jake were in a relationship together.
Yes, I did actually read up on this. Yeah,
apparently. You want to save this for a fun fact here? Or?
No. We'll bring it up now. It's fine. I've got some facts left, so you're not stealing my thunder.
Josh's fun facts.
But there was apparently in a romantic relationship, but Julia Gardner and Phil Collinson's, like producers of the show, felt like it was a bit too forced in. They didn't it didn't fit the scenes like when we tried to make something like that work. So apparently it just got cut before filming because it just didn't seem to be. I don't know. Apparently it just didn't seem enough. Like it felt like it was. It felt like they're trying to force it in instead of it playing off normally.
Yeah. The only thing is, if they were in a relationship, how would that work with Mickey staying behind?
Well, obviously they wouldn't get together. Unless if Mickey's bi and he's maybe just figuring this out.
That Jake guy.
Maybe Jake, maybe Jake just has game. Maybe like, yeah, I'm straight, and then Jake just like winks and it's like, never mind. I don't know. Yeah, I who knows? Maybe Jake might try and pull a move on Mickey.
It's never like it doesn't come back up. I just thought it's something that I remembered.
Is Jake in Doomsday or not?
Yeah, he's in Doomsday.
Is he in Doomsday? Right, okay.
Yeah.
I can't fully remember him in Doomsday, to be honest. I can't think.
Yeah, he's a recurring. He's comes back for Doomsday because it's still the whole parallel world.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I can't. Yeah, fair enough. So
spoilers, by the way.
Spoilers, guys. So spoilers. Even though
we got to really say at the start as well.
Yeah, but come on, you're not watching our podcast before watching the episode. Let's be realistic here.
I don't know, maybe two people are too scared of Doctor Who.
Then watch the podcast and not worry about spoilers then. Anyways, and if you are listening before watching the show, just pause the podcast and go watch it.
The reason why I say spoilers is because they probably are like going through it, like watching. There could be people out there.
You could be watching the episode and then watching this. Which, if that is the case, we are sorry. Maybe we should say it. Well, maybe at the beginning with the intro speech, we might have to say, and occasional spoilers do get said. Because we talk about shit from fucking series 10.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we don't exactly keep on one path of the episode. We wibbly wobbly timey wimey podcast this is. We don't stay in one lane. Yeah, we don't stay on path when it comes to our podcast. So if you're watching us and thinking, oh, it's fine, we're just going to talk about this one episode and that's it. No, we never do. I don't think have we ever gone through a podcast episode without mentioning another episode?
I think we did at the start.
Was it Rose? It must be Rose.
I think it was before we got like our cameras on.
Bit more confident, bit more yappy. I feel like Rose, because it was our first episode, we probably really like tried to just like stay on path and get through the episode.
Yeah, hence why it was probably short. It's one of the short episodes now.
Hey, well,
nothing's ever going to get. Nothing's ever going to get shorter than World War 3.
Oh, I hope not. If we ever finish a podcast episode and I press it and it's like 29 minutes, I know that we're cooked. Like,
how would that even happen though? Because we yap about random things.
No, well, yeah, and like this is like I feel like if we ever was to go back, I feel like World War 3 wouldn't be 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I think we just on that day we were
still yapping a bit.
We were yapping a bit, but we must have just, I don't know, either our social batteries were burned or we wasn't as confident yet. Some just wasn't in our line of work.
Just get through the episode because we did not like that episode one bit.
Saying, I was a bit like that with Rise of Cybermen, and that still ended up being an hour long.
Yeah, but that's because like I did enjoy it. So
you can't say that after giving it a 6.5.
A mid is 5. So I think I can. Right, I still enjoy it because it's the full 2-parter that I enjoy.
It's the 2-parter overall is a good 2-parter. So okay, fair enough. There's a lot of 2-parters this season, isn't there? There's 3 2-parters this season.
Is there?
Yeah, because there's the Impossible Planet and Satan's Pit, and then Army of Ghosts and Doomsday.
Well, yeah, there was 3 last season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, World War 3.
Yeah,
and the other one. And
I don't know. I think the thing is, Age of Steel and Rise of the Cybermen and Doomsday and Ghost Army. It feels like such a big events. Like it feels like very big events in the series. Where like The Empty Child and The Doctor Dances, brilliant episode, but it doesn't feel like an event episode. It feels like, I don't know, like I know it's a 2-parter, but it doesn't feel like an event 2-parter. Where I feel like this series, it has 3 episodes with quite big events. Well, Impossible Planet, maybe. I mean, talks to Satan.
Yeah, and then again, is it actually Satan or is it just an alien with good telepathic powers?
I don't know. I think
this is my own theory. I've not seen this anywhere else. That is my own theory. I like. Truth be told, I don't believe in God. You don't believe in God. I don't think there is a Satan. You can believe what you want. I'm not going to hate on that. But I don't believe there's a Satan that's just going to be chilling.
I respect everyone who does, but
I don't think there's an alien Satan out there.
I know. I I know it's hard to swallow that pill, but there's probably not just one in a rock somewhere.
Yeah, but even the doctor doesn't believe it. Does it?
Yeah, but, does it? I think he's up. I think he's, what do you call it? It's not atheist. He's a angolist. There's a word where you don't believe, but you don't not believe. It's like you're open to the idea, but you don't actually have a faith. I think that's what the Doctor is, because again, he has seen the entire universe, so he might literally be a bit like. I think that's why he questions Satan in the episode, because he's a bit like starstruck of like, hey, are you actually the devil? Like, you know, are you actually?
Yeah, I can see why, because it is just a planet. Oh no, planet. What is it? It's like
it's not in the black hole, is it? Oh, is it?
It's like no, because it's like it's
on the edge of the black hole,
and it should still get pulled in, but it doesn't, and it just stays there.
Yeah.
Is it like a moon or something, or an asteroid?
It must be like a moon or asteroid, right? Make it, yeah, something like that. Right, okay. We're going to talk about that in like 2 weeks, so let's actually just let's lock in on this episode.
Oh, only 2 weeks. Oh shit,
well, something like that, isn't it? Like there's Idiot Land, and after this, and then Satan Pit,
the Impossible Planet.
Yes, the Impossible Planet. I think. Or is there any? Or is it Fear Her first? Or does that come after?
I completely forgot about Fear Her.
Yeah, no. The only thing
I think that might be
the next half an hour episode, baby. No. Because what is it? What is it? Is it Clyde the council? Counselor? No, what do you call him? Clyde the council man?
Yeah, so
the council. Like I'm gonna invite you to the council. I think it's Clive.
Yeah, no, it's Clive. I just don't know what it's like the full name is, because I only said because it's Clive.
I just it's obvious that
Fear Her is like right before the Amigos.
That's unfortunate. Fear Her. Oh, and there's also obviously Love and Monsters at some point.
I enjoy Love and Monsters.
As
much as everyone
No. Look, we don't like the Sylvine episodes, but we allow it because we're Doctor Who fans. This is what I allow, because this is actually a good episode. It has a cool concept.
Yeah, Idiots on then 2-part Impossible Planet.
And if it wasn't for Love and Monsters, we wouldn't have had Turn Left and Midnight Doctor Light episodes. This was
it's the first Doctor Light episode.
This was meant to this was like them dipping their toes in the water of like, can we make a budget friendly episode without the Doctor? And it works. I like the concept. I like the thought of like people on Earth who have encountered the Doctor but not fully face to face would be tracking this guy. I like the concept. Does it get a bit weird at the end? Sure, and we'll go over that. But overall, I would say 95% of that episode's actually quite a solid episode. It's literally like the last a minute of that episode is like when it is why it's known for being weird, I would say.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that when we get to it. Right, anyways, let's actually get back to this episode instead of talking about every other episode in the series without this one. Right. So Mickey and Jake do then get to the signal tower and like start to like climb up, and then whilst they're climbing up, we see that the Doctor and the Angela going into the sewers and covering all ground, as we were saying. And then when we do actually reach the bottom, they get to put the flashlights on to see like a row of Cybermen like lined up. Luckily, all deactivated currently. Put on ice, as they say. So, not to worry.
Are they just all the original people that disappeared off the streets then?
I'm assuming so. Yeah, well, must be, yeah.
Because it just seemed weird that it's one of the things that you just forget. Like, it said so much during the first episode, but you just forget, like, there's people that have just been gone for weeks.
Well, that's the thing. I think, because obviously what's going on currently, everyone's just getting transformed, so they wouldn't be putting them on ice, would they be? So it must be the people they've kept hidden.
When does the start of the thing then? When, the very start of, like, when Lumic is, like, getting that first prototype. And he kills that original guy, saying that, it's my, like, duty to, like, say it.
We don't know if there is a time gap. All we know is that he's not in England at that point. Because he says at the end, we're off to Great Britain.
It just seemed like weird because, like, how obviously right now, yeah, the Cybermen get built in like fucking seconds.
Yeah, but do they actually have the machinery then to do it?
Yeah, or was this something that was just gonna happen? Like, got executed today? Now that it's fully done, fully ready.
I don't know because he doesn't say any like time jump or anything. So
no.
Either they're really quick with their hands and can build up a factory to do it, or I don't know. I don't know.
It's got the answers. God damn it! I need
we need answers, man. I want the continuity to feel right. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they're probably all the homeless people they collected off the streets and just held down there because they shouldn't have been doing it. So, and then we do and go to Rose and Pete, like, sneaking into line. Pete also questioning, like, why are you doing this? You're not, why are you risking your life for someone who's, not no one to you?
Even know.
Yeah. And she's like, trust me. Just trust me.
You can trust me on this.
And then we go to Jake and Mickey getting to the top of the roof. And like, takes out the guards with like a chloroform-esque bottle.
Yeah. Apparently, fun fact: chloroform doesn't work that quickly anyway. So, how potent is?
Well, yeah, we don't know if it's chloroform itself, but
how potent is that though? To say that it knocks out instantly.
She was quite a clever woman, and because it was Angela who made the formula.
Yeah. But still, I want to know what's in that. But
it's not like it's not like an fuck off. Right. Just you watching the episode, just turn into here. They're like, "I'll have a wire." No, but like, they don't knock him out immediately. Like they do struggle for like a few seconds, like whilst like getting tackled to the ground, don't they? It's not like they just do this.
I mean. They almost do that.
Well, yeah.
It takes a few seconds, sure, but it's like still all pretty much instant.
I mean,
I would you like you smell someone to test it, and then there's a few seconds you just go fucking fall backwards.
Yeah, I wonder if this works. Oh fuck! this chloroform and shit. Oh.
You found out. That it was shit.
It was
the shit.
Anyways, so then we go back to the Doctor and Angela making conversation, walking through the sewers, and like we find out that her name's not Mrs. Cooper, it is Angela Park or something like that.
Mrs. Moore.
Mrs. Moore's not a Cooper. I don't know where Cooper's come from.
Angela Price.
Yeah, Angela Price. Sorry, I got the P word at least at the end of the name, like. But yeah, we kind of find out that she pretended to die and like to protect her husband and the kids. It's like a nice little connection scene. It's character development. Would you say building up emotion?
There's a lot of character. I actually took a liking to Angela because usually, I like the episode, but half time with Doctor Who now you just put it on as. It becomes background noise.
Oh no, yeah, exactly. I think again though, this episode shocked me. I feel like the writing in this episode's good.
It's very good.
I think the thing is, episode 1 has such a slow pacing, but the payoff for episode 2's worth a slow pace.
I reckon in parts of when it comes to 2 parts, you've got to also have a bit of a filler when it comes to it if you want a 2-parter. It's like I remember when. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series for Disney Plus. That was originally meant to be a film, just a film, like an hour-and-a-half film or something. Oh, right. But they put it into a series, and so the amount of filler that they had, it made the series like not. Obviously, I still liked it because I like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it was very much a filler. Like it was just episodes with filler. There was no reason to it.
Yeah, I never watched it, but. Yeah.
Take my word for it. Still, it's good. If you like Star Wars, then go for it. Go for it.
I like the original 6 films.
Oh, the amount of series around that. Like, I like the Mandalorian, but there's too much to watch now.
I can't keep up.
I gave up.
Like, and when I say I like the first 6 films, like, they're fun, but they never clicked to me like Doctor Who. Maybe that's just me, but...
One thing is, that's how I am. I will rewatch Doctor Who, almost all of it. But then, when it comes to a Star Wars film, I can't sit there and watch them all.
No.
Oh, it's the first 3 I could probably watch, but since the original trilogy is actually old and feels old.
Well, yeah, it's turning 50 next year.
Exactly.
No.
I don't think I could sit there and watch them. I could play them. That's it.
Fuck's sake.
Even then.
I just never gravitated, for example, kids in the playground. They would be, being like, oh, yeah, I've got a blue lightsaber, I've got a green lightsaber, pretending to have, lightsaber fights. And then I'd just be in the background, with a stick, pretending it's a sonic screwdriver, pretending to be the Doctor. And to be fair, I had game on the playground. A lot of people wanted to be my companion. You don't get that kind of game with Star Wars. But, yeah.
I mean... You can. Han Solo and Leia Organa.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I was a Doctor Who kid. I always will be a Doctor Who kid at heart.
It's one of those films that you probably need to watch once because it's that big. You pretty much
exactly. Yeah, they're one of them. It's
like Lord of the Rings. I feel like you need to watch as well. But
it's a classic. It's a general knowledge you should have them in your memory bank.
Yeah.
Because
it's one of the films that everyone expects you to have really seen once.
Exactly, yeah. But, yeah. For example, Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. It's a must-watch.
It is.
It is. You're goddamn right it is.
Have you heard the good news?
Yes, best cookies. What more do you even need to hear from me and Josh to not go watch that film? Right, anyway. Apart from that shameless Scooby-Doo plug. So, we see Ben, Rose, and Pete walking through a factory, and they get told to wait in line, and get told to wait, and then we kind of see the upgrade scene of the factory doing its work and
upgrades people upgrade.
Yeah.
Wait, that is literally this.
Yeah, pretty much. John Lumick is in the factory upgrades people, upgrades. But yeah, so we see all the blades. It's quite a heavy CGI scene. Am I saying it looks good today? No. But I would say it looks alright for 2006.
It looks better than the Rose monster thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not saying a lot, but still.
Yeah, we didn't have to go too far out of their reach to get better than that. The only thing I would say missing from that scene is The Lion Sleeps Tonight isn't on this time, which personally I'm quite upset that they just have that on repeat.
In the jungle,
mighty jungle. I know, just have it in memory of the henchman as a picture. Yeah, anyways, but then one of the Cybermen approach Pete and ask Pete for a confirmation of his name. Are you Pete Tyler? And he's like, yes. And then we end up finding out that the Cyberman asking Pete who he is actually Jackie. And it's like, oh shit, she's dead. So immediately them two stop pretending to not have any emotions and no, they're killed. Yeah. So they kind of get up.
You go in there, you're trying to save Jackie. That was a main mission, and now
at the end of the day, even though it's not her mum, it is still technically her mum.
You
know, if I saw a parallel universe you die, I would still be like, oh shit. Anyways.
You're goddamn right.
You're goddamn right. I'll pour out a beer for you and move on.
For every beer you have, have one for me.
Damn.
Then stop after 3 because I'd probably been sick.
In memory of Josh, could only handle 3. Let's be modest. You can handle probably 6.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think the only reason why I started like feeling a bit ill is because I am mixing drinks a bit.
Yeah, you need to stop doing that. You need to like.
I can't. Not every beer tastes nice.
Yeah, but
okay, I like my rum.
Yeah, but like, okay, how I start. You guys are getting educated on how I drink, so I don't die. So you start out the night on your lager and your beers because they have the same kind of bubbly bloatiness to them. Like, you can like, yeah. So you start with your night with lager and beer, your heavy stuff, your big boys, your Guinness, your Beltings, so on. Then after about 2-3 hours, you go onto your rums. So you have like a couple of rums. Then, spice up the night, you have some fruity cocktails. And then, you have some shots. If you're feeling extra fruit, you have some shots. If not, don't have shots or you might feel ill. It depends how the night's going. If you're getting white girl wasted...
Thursday after me losing my job, yeah?
Yeah. We're getting white girl wasted. And then, yeah, so we're having shots on Thursday to get white girl wasted. It all depends if you want to get white girl wasted, guys. There's layers to this. And then, to end off a night, you either stick to cocktails, or if you're feeling experimental, go back to lager. But that's experimental. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not. It's a very borderline. You're finishing off a night, can you handle the lager?
It all depends on your budget, guys. If you are broke, don't do it.
Or just go into your overdraft like a certain person here.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, definitely not me. Definitely why I'm not started Whovian Wire to make money. Right, anyways, so yeah. So after that analysis on how to drink on a night out, yeah, so Jackie's dead. R.I.P. She had a good run. Anyways, yeah. Not our Jackie. It's not our Jackie Tyler of the week, so we don't care.
Jackie Tyler
of the week. So then it cuts to Mickey and Jake sneaking into like the control room and getting startled by one of the like a deactivated Cybermen, which they do examine. Mickey even knocks them in the head, and it's like, oh, no brain, which does come back to bite him in the ass soon.
How would you tell it had no brain, though?
Well, he does. He knocks on the head, doesn't he? And it sounds hollow.
Well, yeah, I knock on my own head. It sounds fucking hollow.
Yeah, but that's you.
And yet I'm still here.
I'm here, baby. No, but like, I don't know. Would a Cyberman's head be? Yeah, because it's got a skull in, so it wouldn't sound hollow, would it? Like when the Cyberman head opens up, a skull falls out normally. Yeah, do you not remember that scene from? No, do you not remember that scene from Pandora Opens where like she picks up the Cyberman head and then the face opens up and her face falls out and then it tries to fucking put its head on her. Do you not remember that scene in Pandora Opens? No, okay, fair enough. I've drunk since then. Right, okay, sure. Anyways. And then we cut back to like the Doctor and Angela then like getting apprehended by a Cyberman. But like before anything even happens, Angela throws like a electronic bomb at it, like a device to shock it to the ground.
Electron bomb. Electromagnetic bomb.
Showing off her, expertise. But then whilst examining the Cyberman's like heart and stuff and like seeing it's got like, fake tissue and stuff to like keep it somewhat human. The Doctor finds it's like, like emotional receptor, something like that. But then we find out that it's been damaged because the Cyberman starts saying it's like, it's so cold, and like, it starts to pretty much get scared, and like the Doctor's like, oh shit, because at the end of the day, you're not you anymore. So the second you got them emotions back, it's like you would realize, oh shit, I'm a Cyberman. You know what you are, and you would start to feel like horrific. Even though I don't know if it's because she was already kind of dead, but then she starts like talking about like where's Gareth, and then like how she's getting married tomorrow and stuff. Like was that like her brain not fully processing what's going on and like thinking that's still happening, or
it's shock? It's
do you think just shock? Yeah,
it's
probably might even just feel like a fucking bad dream you're having.
Because I think they're still under the hypnosis thing of the ear of the Runic pods, so they probably don't remember. But then probably those since the receptor's damaged, all their emotions back. It brings back. It snaps them out of it. So
right, yeah, probably. So yeah, so it's kind of sad scene, but the Doctor does put out his like misery. Like it's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Misery.
You either live long enough to become... No, you either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. But yeah. But then when they're like about to like, stand back up, Angela gets grabbed by one of the Cybermen and gets deleted herself. Now, the one thing I do have to fucking question here is, how the hell do you not hear a Cyberman sneak up? It's one thing I've always thought about in this scene. It's like, they're literally made out of metal. Every single time you hear them walk, you hear the there's no like, I don't know. How 3 Cybermen as well? It wasn't just one. There was 3 Cybermen surrounding them. So the one thing is a lack of like perception like around them, and 2, how do we not hear the footsteps? I know for dramatic event that's why it happened, but you would have heard the footsteps.
Must have been the wind.
Just a wind puts. It wasn't me, bro. But
I don't know, because that is a good question, because the floor is made out of metal even when they're weaving.
Yeah, but walking anywhere, you hear it on gravel. You will hear it everywhere. Like everything with Cybermen in, you hear the like.
I think that's dramatic effect, because I don't know if
it's a dramatic. Yeah, I know why they did it. It's a shock value.
There is metal flooring, so really they should hear it.
Yeah, but I understand why they did it, and it's a sad scene, which because they set up this character actually really well written, it does actually. It's like a sad. Oh, that's shit. Because
it's like a oh no. It's not like a oh no. Anyway, it's genuinely sad.
So, and then they apprehend the Doctor and take him to a room. And then it cuts back to like where we see Mickey and Jake trying to like hack into the system, and like, they think, okay, if we crash a blimp, but then but whilst they're doing trying to hack into the system, we see the deactivated Cybermen, and it's like, oh no, there's going to be trouble.
It does keep setting it up, but like it doesn't always it doesn't straight away turn on.
No, but the setup, it's like, okay, well, we've examined it, and now it's showing an off. It's like showing it even though nothing's happened yet. So it's setting up. It's setting up. But then we get the scene of like the Doctor getting sorted into a room, and he says, "I've been captured, but don't worry, Rose and Pete are still out there." Oh wait, never mind. They can make pretty much like Rose and Pete are in the room with him, and he's like,
the thing is, it also matches with them, like with him literally just like with the camera. I mean. It matches it because oh wait, never mind, and then they're in the camera. Is like
which they immediately catch up. But I just love that the Doctor can just fucking go with his stride and like fucking make jokes, even though like he could die any second. And then we do get the revealed new John Looming, the 2.0 version, which cruel that he's still in a wheelchair. I'm not gonna lie.
It's no longer John Lumick. It's Jonathan.
Oh my god! It does make it. It already does make it like 10 times better. Just calling him Jonathan. Yeah. So when we get that revealed, we then cut back to see that the Cyberman wakes up in where Mickey and Jake is. But Mickey, being the smart boy he is, he actually gets in front of where the signal receptor machine is. And then pretty much entices the Cyberman to come over to him and hit him. And then the second it's about to, he dodges that way. It gets electroshocked, and all the signals gets like cut off. And so the transmitter does get broken. And then what the doctor starts to speak to Lumic and like talks about like how, you know, like we need emotion to live, and like Lumic is like, have you not suffered loss, pain, misery? And it's like, yes. And it's like, well, let me upgrade you and you never have to feel them emotions again. And it's like, I'd rather die. And it's Lumic's like, well, allow me to then. Like, but yeah, and then the doctor does go on to like do one of his grand. I'm not going to write it all down, guys. I'm sorry. I can't write down a grand Doctor Who speech. Watch the scene. It's a cool scene. The Doctor speaks about human life and human revelation and stuff, so on. It's a really cool scene. But whilst he's talking, Mickey hacks in to find CCTV footage of the room they're in, and then whilst the Doctor's speaking to him, he actually speaks to Mickey through like code while speaking. He's like, there's a certain code, and he even looks at Pete and like he's like binary 9, and then they're like, oh shit, binary 9. So like in the background, Mickey's actually like hacking into the emotional receptors and like doing code throughout his speech sneakily. Reminded me of a scene from the robot the revolution. Do you know every like 9 words they don't hear? I know it wasn't exactly like that. It wasn't as, you know, but like it just felt almost like we were doing that kind of thing where like they were bringing up the information they needed without it being too suspicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, and then
I think this is better though because like he's saying that is a genuine just flaw. Like every 9 words you can say like whatever word you want. Whereas this, he's saying everything that
he can't mess
knows
up.
Everything he's saying.
Exactly, yeah. He can't mess up. He can't make it too obvious. So it's a very smooth play. And then Mickey does eventually actually get the things to emotional receptors in all of Cybermen to turn back on, and then we just see pretty much every single Cyberman start to like fucking panic and scream, and even the Doctor feels bad, which again, the Doctor doesn't hate Cybermen, he just hates he hates the idea of Cybermen, but he actually feels bad for Cybermen because he knows what they are.
He hates the idea of like evolution just coming to a halt.
Yeah, he hates
because that's what it is. It's just metal, and then like
no
emotions. They'll just stop because they don't. It's an artificial life that doesn't evolve anymore.
Exactly,
they've devolved.
So yeah, and then we pretty much because of the pain, they even start to fucking explode because they just can't comprehend, and like pretty much they literally start to explode all throughout the factory, everywhere. So the factory does start to actually explode itself because obviously great impact from explosions. So Jake and then Mickey try and like use a blimp to try and be like the getaway because obviously the factory's unstable enough to even try and get out of. So Mickey gets on the phone to Rose and like, head to the roof, get on the, come to the blimp. And then whilst they're running onto the roof, we see Lumic get out his chair. So he can walk now. So I don't know if he was just all farming in the chair on the phone.
Well, if he is the leader, he's allowed to sit down.
Would he care?
Hey, standing up for a long period of time, it has strains on your knees.
The Cybermen, they don't have knee joint problems like us.
I don't know. They might. Are you a Cyberman, Alan?
No, my knees creak when I fucking walk up the stairs. Honestly, it sounds like I'm eating fucking Rice Krispies walking up the stairs. Anyways, so we see him get out of the chair, and it's like, oh shit, he's, going after him, and then they get like a ladder to come down from a blimp, so they start to like climb it. But like while climbing it, Lumic does actually get onto the ladder and starts to climb. So the Doctor drops down the Sonic to Pete, which fuck me, that must have been tense because like I just don't know if I've got a good enough catch.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, if I try to catch it just fucking bounce out.
Generally, like, yeah, so yeah, but like, what would you even do? I think I would just try and kick at the head without him trying to grab me, because obviously if he grabs me, he can electrocute me. So like, would you just try and like fucking, I don't know.
Well, the thing is, he's not using the rope. He's using the actual ladder things to climb up. So wouldn't you try and break the ladder below it? Like just break a ladder so then it.
Well, this is a gap.
Yes, then he can't really climb up, and if he tries to grab on the, it gives you a little bit more time to then.
Oh yeah, gives a bit more leeway.
Yeah, like they only cut one rope.
Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah. So he does catch it, so problem averted. And then the doctor, what if? But yeah,
if only there was a turn left kind of episode.
Oh. So anyways, yeah, so the doctor does catch the sonic screwdriver. Pete catches the sonic screwdriver and the doctor tells him to point out the rope. It does burn after a while and it does snap. We get a really cool scene of Lumic falling into the burning factory. I think it's a cool shot. You said otherwise, though.
Yeah, it's... You do see a lot of them in shows now.
In now, but like I don't know. I feel like at the time,
I mean, for the time it was good. It's just like you see me in a lot of
too
stuff
cliche now. Yeah, I get that, but I like it.
For the time, it was good.
For the time, it's aged like fine milk now.
Fine tequila rose.
Anyways, and then we cut to the doctor getting back to the TARDIS, and he actually powers up the TARDIS with a crystal. He's happy as Ali, and you generally feel like a warmth when you see it because it's like the TARDIS generally makes you feel homely when you know that the TARDIS
turns on.
Yeah, it's like okay, phew, we're not stuck now. Like you generally feel happy even though you're not with them. You're like okay, thank fuck we're not stuck there now.
How do you then travel from one universe to the next though?
Well, I'm assuming the doctor knows how to get out of the universe. He just obviously didn't have the power, did he?
Yeah, but I want to know how, like, obviously there's a way of traveling through time, there's a way of traveling through space. But...
Well, I'm assuming whilst you're going through the vortex, I'm assuming there's pockets of bits you can probably, go through. Maybe. I think that's how we went to the parallel universe this time. It fell out of the vortex into a rift or something like that.
They lost the vortex.
Exactly.
Carry on.
But then the doctor gets out of the TARDIS and kind of like says, we've only got like 5 minutes. So I'm assuming even though it's powered, the TARDIS has to like run. A bit like when a car's got no charge, you need to go on take it for a drive to power it up. So kind of situation. So
yeah.
Assuming that's what's kind of happened. But like, yeah, and Rose kind of reveals to Pete that she's his daughter, which Pete doesn't seem to handle too well. Well, I say he doesn't handle it too well. He just kind of brushes it off and moves on. He's like, okay. And he kind of just leaves, and Rose is kind of devastated, but like, yeah.
I think it's because like he's gone through a lot in the past. Like his wife is dead, even though they were having problems in the marriage.
Yeah,
that still was his wife. He still loved her.
No, yeah. So then
to find out your dog could have been an actual child.
Yeah, actually. And then the doctor goes to Jake and like tells him, "Can you go to Angela Price's? Did you say Price? Angela Price's family and actually tell her she died a hero. She saved the world dying," which is a nice, wholesome, good on you, doctor, for not making her death pointless. And then, but then Mickey says that he's gonna stay, and it's like, huh? And Rose immediately is like, "No, you're not," and like tries to guilt trip him into coming, but he's like, no, I know that we're not, we don't work.
Whatever we had, it's gone.
Yeah, we don't work. My grandma's alive here, and I actually can do some good here. There's still Cybermen what needs taken care of. I can actually do some good here. So he decides this is the best for him. And then Rose is like, "Well, we can come back and see you, right?" And but Doctor's like, "Oh no. The second we leave, we are shutting this off." Which is like kind of like the stamp of, oh shit. But good on Mick. And I think this is and I think for example, like when the Doctor was doing like the plans on what to, like when they did the split up for Factory, like that, like when he gets ignored again, and like of the button scene where he gets forgotten about for 30 minutes, he probably just over time feels like he's not taken for, he's taken for granted. So he probably just feels like maybe a fresh start. I mean, literally a fresh start in a new universe might be good for him. So I back him.
Fair, yeah, I don't blame him because he's feeling like the third wheel. Like at the start of the episode, this episode's got like is just tailored around, as much as the focus was on Rose and her dad and all that, and that was a focal point. It's very also heavily focused on Mickey.
I'll say there's a lot in this episode for Mickey. I think, that says it's a good episode for Mickey. It's a nice character defining kind of episode, and I feel like I was going to say something, but I can't remember for the life of me what I was going to say. Fuck. Oh well.
Oh well.
It was something. I feel like it had some profoundness to it, but I can't remember what I'm going to say now.
It's going to remember this while I play DVD.
Oh, yeah. I've just put on a YouTube community tab. Oh, by the way, it was this. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, Mickey says goodbye, and it's a nice scene. I like it. I feel like it's a full circle moment for Mickey. I respect your decision. You know what? You did get underappreciated in this universe. Fresh start in a new one might actually be generally good for you.
Even that much, not much of a fresh start. He's literally just picking up someone else's life.
Pretty much, yeah. Do you think this is actually what I'm going to remember? It wasn't a profound thing. This is not a joke, to be honest. The only problem is he's got a lot of unpaid parking tickets to pay for now.
Oh no!
Oh,
Mickey, what have you done?
He's in financial ruin now.
What did he even work as before? Was he like a mechanic or something?
Yeah, it was a mechanic, and would your bank
account?
Would your bank account exist? Like, could you use your bank card?
No, because it's probably went through the Lumipods. So
fuck it out. So he's broke. But then again, from the look of the end of this episode, it doesn't look like we're living normal lives. We're living like a renegade van life kind of situation. Yeah. So, fuck it.
They are just trying to sell all the Cybermen.
Exactly, yeah. And then Rose does actually get home, and they land in Jackie's living room, which I like. And she hugs Jackie, and pretty much, because, Jackie died, but not her Jackie. And it's just...
I mean, wouldn't you?
Sure.
You wouldn't hug your own mum?
Yeah. But then again, would you want to worry your mum?
I mean, it depends on what it is. It depends if she tells them, because... Just imagine telling mum, oh yeah, I went to a parallel universe, but you died.
I just don't know if I want to get told that. Like, if I was ever at a pub drinking with you and you just said, oh yeah, by the way, I saw you die in another universe, I'd be like... Thank you?
No, I'd go into more detail than that. Oh yeah, you died. That's it.
You died. But yeah, no. But it's a nice...
I don't know how I died.
Yeah, like, did I die a badass at least? Did I just stub my toe and fall and break my neck? Like, how did I die exactly? But anyways, and then
you choked on a pickle.
No,
I don't know if you even like pickles.
But yeah, so that's the end of the episode. I'm pleasantly surprised with this episode, and this is why I love doing the podcast. I've walked away from this episode now with a new appreciation, and in rewatch, I actually will enjoy this episode more. So I've given it an 8 out of 10.
I agree, to be honest. I didn't really think about the ranking until now.
But because I was thinking, last episode was 6.5, so is 8 too much of a jump? But I generally think because of how... I think the pacing is phenomenal in this episode. I think it's got a good pace.
And in the episode alone, it's an 8. I say as a joint two-parter,
7.
Probably 7.5.
7.5. Yeah. This episode carries it a lot.
As a whole story is... still very good.
Very good. It's just the first episode does bring it down. But I know it's just building the bridges to make a good episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say for 2-parter, it's a 7.5.
It's
This
very good
episode-
world building for a whole parallel universe, which you
Yeah.
only see once or twice more.
Ex-
Doomsday and
yes, that's it. I
then
think, isn't it?
Journey's End.
Is it in
I
Journey's
see
End as
one-
well? Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, yeah. But that's the
But even
thing.
then, that's just a beach, but like so.
But yeah, world building don't go too crazy. But yeah, it's
But like this, the whole thing was like developed in this whole universe. Like you see how people actually lived,
exactly.
and like who's in, like prime minister being called a president instead.
And it does set up a lot of characters for the final. So it's a good,
Exactly.
it's a solid thing. And spoilers, guys, it's probably going to be in 8 episodes, probably. But we'll see.
The thing is, we're probably going to touch on this more, but like
Yeah.
it would have to be because we're
Does
trying to
have
make
to be.
also
We have
story
to
that
keep. Yeah, the thing is,
connects very well.
when we do the 8 episode thing, we want it to be. It has to be consistent through the story. We can tweak small, minor things. For example, me removing Adam from the Dalek at the very end. It's very small, minor, and I don't think it ruins the series overall.
I can't believe you thought that I was on about one game, and it's like
Yeah,
no, you moved Adam. Just Adam's in the TARDIS now.
yeah, but just
Instead, he's wondering about the TARDIS. What do we do?
Yeah, he's just pushing. He's just like pushing. He's pushing the button Mickey pressed, and just like, what am I doing? But yeah, no. This 2-part, I'm gonna admit, is gonna be in my 8 episodes. We'll go into it more detail when we come to it, but yeah, it's gonna be in our 8 episode ranking, which will be out probably probably not even soon yet. We're only on episode 7, 6.
Probably give it about 2 months ish,
Month.
because we didn't even pull out the 8 episode thing for this one like till
We put it out
2
just before.
2 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we put it out just before series 2.
Was
I
it
put
just
out-
before those 2?
Yeah, I put it out on the Monday. Oh no, wait, no. Or did I do a retrospect? No, wait, no. It was a retrospective video I put out just before series 2. Gotcha. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and then the 8 episode, it was 2
3
weeks ago after Tooth and Claw,
Right.
but before
Okay.
School Reunion.
Right. Okay. Well, anyway, we probably will be filming another video at some point. We have an idea for a video, so we'll probably
We do.
try and get that done within the next week or 2.
We'll start recording it now, and then Alan has a week to edit it.
But yeah, so anyways, on to some people's favorites. Probably no one's favorite. We don't know. We just don't know. Alan's fun facts, baby! Woo! There's not actually many. I mean, one of them we did discuss during the episode. So, for Mrs. Moore was going to be killed when she and the Doctor were escaping from the awakening Cybermen in the same scene. The 2 Cybermen who woke up the army were going to have different voices. This was changed due to both Helen Griffin and the character being popular with the crew. So the scene of her dying later on would be whilst they were waking up, but because the character, everyone in the crew actually liked the character, they kind of kept her along just so they can film with her for a bit longer. Which, nice.
Depending on how much of an impact that was. To be fair, emotional impact, because it does.
I think it
shows the whole Cybermen like being really like, I'm so cold.
Exactly, yeah. And her seeing that and them saying, I think you need to do this. I think you need to turn on the switch. Because the Doctor's like, can we turn on their emotions and kill them like that? Like, he's questioning it and she's like, you need to.
Yeah.
In the original script, Rose killed the cyber-converted Jackie. Now would be interesting to see.
Wait, Rose?
Killed the Cyberman Jackie. She would have killed Jackie.
Oh.
I don't know if we removed that because that might be dark or just they didn't know how to
Depends
fit
how.
in. Yeah. I don't know. Again, we will never know because I'm assuming it didn't get too far into the production. But
Doctor Who, what if?
now, and I actually was going to... Do you know how I said about the whole Ricky and Nikki thing being we don't know who it is? I generally was thinking of this before this, but then when I finished the episode, originally it was supposed to be an ambiguous to whether Mickey or Vicky was killed by the Cybermen, but they decided that would be too confusing. So they were actually thinking maybe we do is it Mickey or Vicky?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, you can probably always tell depending, like, on
again
because
how much can you actually add?
Than the other.
Exactly. It's like like Mickey could maybe put on a bald face, but then Jake might be like, well, Jake might try and kiss him. We just don't, well, obviously we didn't go with that in the episode, but there's things where you just can't actually pretend to be someone if you don't know them fully. So I guess it just didn't work, or like it maybe would have been too confusing for a two-parter. Maybe if it was like a series-long thing, but for a two-parter, we probably were like, okay, this is maybe a bit too over-convoluted.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So that's the end of the facts. There wasn't anything too juicy in terms of facts. I was expecting some, I don't know, it felt like a big two-parter, so I was expecting more juice.
Hey, that Tom McRae, I don't know what his name is. That Tom guy, he wrote a very good episode.
Yeah, he did. And Amy's Choice, what you said he wrote.
Two episodes. The Girl Who Waited, not Amy's Choice.
Oh, yeah, right. The Girl Who Waited. Still a good episode, so maybe bring him back for future thing, maybe. I don't know.
Him a showrunner, for God's sake.
Easy now. I don't know. I like this episode, but it just Rise of Cybermen was a bit rough. But then again, if it's setting up the groundwork for a good episode,
yeah, because that's what the series is. It's for that series finale.
Yeah. So actually, yeah. Fuck it. If he wants to be a showrunner and he has ideas, fuck it. Why not? Anyways, that's the end of the podcast episode today. If you enjoy, please do like and subscribe. And if you want to see some Doctor Who memes, I am running out of ideas for Doctor Who memes, but I will keep trying to make memes. Go onto the Instagram and type in Whovian Wire. We just hit 1,000 followers, which I'm very proud of. I don't know, going up in the world.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I'm going up in the world. But yeah, hope everyone enjoyed, and I will see you in the Idiot's Lantern episode. Woohoo! I don't like the episode from memory, but woohoo!
It's enjoyable.
Do you enjoy it? I don't even know if I should speak anymore about what I think, because I feel like I'm going to episodes, really love it, and I was like, yeah, about the thing I said last week. Who knows? Maybe this is the next Father's Day. It's not. It's not. But
no, because you really liked Father's Day.
I did like Father's Day going into it.
I didn't.
But then again, I'm pleasantly surprised with this episode. So
I think it's fair. We both think that Idiot's Lantern is like
it's not a good. I don't have a good memory of this episode, which makes
it's a very filler episode.
It's a filler episode. This and Fear Her are probably my least favourite of the series.
Yeah, Fear Her. I prefer this over. I prefer Idiot's Lantern.
There's two gags in Fear Her I like. It's the TARDIS standing the wrong way.
The start.
Yeah, and Clive the councilman. I'm going to report this to the council. That's it. That's the only thing from them two episodes I actually enjoy. From that episode I enjoy. So.
No, but that's better because they are funny. It's good humor.
Yeah, but like, are they going to be 30-minute episodes of the podcast?
They might be, to be honest.
Yikes. Well, if that's the case, guys, sorry or not. Maybe you don't want to listen to a fucking hour-long episode, which is shit. That's why maybe you don't like the episode like we, so yeah, okay, thank fuck for not covering it for that long. Anyways, right, well, thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.